they have big ideas, and hopefully these big ideas will become big businesses someday. So let's hear what they have to say. And remember that this is also a competition, so we have judges. And every startup has about 3 minutes to pitch their idea, and then they will hear feedback from the judges right after. And judges will give them also points. And later today, we will reveal the top 3 startups. And one of them will move on in the competition. But let's meet our judges here. They're sitting over there. So we have Juho Risku. You can wave, yeah. Co-founder of Butterfly. Then we have Petri Laine, and he is the investment director of Finnvera. Then we have Jukka Maliniemi. Hey, and he is an independent business advisor at ICT Industry. And then Torsti Tenhunen from Copycatch. And then Erkki Tiittanen, hello, and he's the director at VSI Alliance. But then we get this started. And the first startup is called Bonwell Intelligence. And Pirjo Ritokangas-Huttunen will tell more about that. So let's start.
Hello everybody, we are Bonwell Intelligence, and here is our Bond the Bunny and Bond the Rockstar, and I myself, Bond the Boss. So enjoy our video.
Current methods require Rehabilitation costs money for both the doctor and the patient. Current methods require extensive travel. Let's bring rehabilitation to the patient's home using the Bonwell experience. Take, for example, Jaden. Jaden has been in an accident that has damaged her leg, and she needs to exercise her leg, but also make sure that she doesn't damage her leg even more. A rehab therapist prescribes a routine on how to continue her therapy at home using the Bonwell system. Jaden can then record her exercise videos using the Bonwell system and can even use provided sensors and tools to help the therapist analyze even the smallest of situations in her movement. Throughout her therapy, she may need advice and counsel, so Bonwell provides a secure video chat to make accessing your doctor very easy. Bonwell provides the storage for all the videos, data, and other media needed to closely monitor the situation. The therapist can even be notified if a data value is outside of normal ranges. When the therapy is monitored with Bonwell, Jaden can receive treatment she needs without the excessive travel or expenses of an in-person meeting. With over 300 million euros spent on medical travel expenses alone, this system can provide a great savings in this market. Bonwell started with a grant from Nokia and the Open Innovation Mill, and now VTT, ODL, PPSHP, and the City of Oulu are working with Bonwell to make the first live test with patients a reality. For this product to complete in the next year, we need to bring greater knowledge and experience on board. To do this, we need 200,000 euros to hire the resources required to make this product medical grade in the next year.
Bonwell is unique and interactive service. Thank you for watching.
And now, Petri will give some feedback to Bonwell.
general comment for everyone. If you have a limited time for pitching, the art of the pitching is to charm, make people interested. Using a video is usually not a good idea. If you have a longer pitch, then perhaps. And even then, the video needs to be short and funny. In my case, I couldn't see a thing. The problem itself, most probably you are addressing a problem. The problem in your presentation was that you didn't tell us how you are going to make money out of that. So next time you present, you clearly have courage to do something differently, so trust that instinct.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Bonwill. And we will move on and get the next startup on stage. Thank you. And here is Kitten Click.
Hoping to see the screens actually. Can I see the slides? No. Is there anything on the screen there? Yes. Okay, well, I'll try to go by heart then, if you can just reset the counter. So let's go. Hi, my name is Christian Luoma, and together with Tuomas Jomppanen, I've created Kitten Click, which is a tool that helps companies deliver perfect posts to social media. Hoping that the slides changed, did it? Yeah, so Tuomas and myself have created a lot of internet services for more than 10 years, and some of them are still being used by millions. And we, like everybody else, has noticed that social media is so important these days. It's becoming the most important interface for any company. And it's not always very easy to get right. Take this warning example for one. A clothing company tried to make the best for a trending hashtag, making miserable things happen. The damages they did during Aurora shootings were immeasurable in money. And so basically the point, can't recall what you see there, but sorry? Yeah, so the irony is this. Companies do plan their marketing and communications efforts. However, when they go to social media, things change. They forgot to review the press. They do review the press releases, but they don't do that job when they're in social media. And I suppose the bottom line is this. Any company that is publishing the content should consider themselves as a publisher. And they should act like publishers, or eventually they will fail. And this is really where Kitten Click helps companies. We help them plan, schedule, and deliver the posts. And we also make it very easy for the entire organization to stay involved in the reviewing process. And thanks to the way Kitten Click is built, we're content agnostic, so you don't have to care whether you're posting to Facebook or Pinterest. We can serve all the needs. And unlike the social media tools that can do everything, Kitten Click is focused on the idea of delivering perfect posts. And we're doing it using checklists, we're doing it using shared values, as well as the peer reviews. And the idea is really to create those perfect posts. And at a price point that is less than an hour's wage of a social media consultant, the company can use the tool for the entire month. And using the tool can save the company from making fatal mistakes like we saw before. We've already validated that the problem exists and companies are interested in it. And we're next moving forwards to actually piloting the product with pre-selected companies. And if you're interested or want to hear more, please email us at meow@kittenclick.com.
Well, the problem is definitely there. I didn't quite get the idea why your solution is a solution for the problem. But I guess throughout the little longer discussion, I'll figure it out. Also, I was sort of missing the part of the theme. I mean, you've done a lot of things before, but, again, another question mark. Overall, pretty good pitch.
Thanks.
Thank you. And then we will move on. And the third third company or idea is SuperView, and Maria is going to tell more about that.
Okay, I guess other slides already. So building a house is really big investment one can only make, no matter whether you're a small family or a big construction company. There is always a need to see the end result before you actually make your final purchasing decision. 3D models, they actually solve this problem partly, but they don't give you the full idea how the actual building will look like in full size in the natural environment. So our product is SuperView, which is a realistic 3D model visualizer for outdoor planning. It has been developed with collaboration with VTT, and at the moment it has close to none competitors or direct ones. So SuperView is super easy to use. You simply upload your existing 3D model into our cloud service, you drag and drop it into the desired location, and then you're ready to go. You simply watch the area through the camera of your smartphone or tablet. We are not limiting ourselves just to private companies. We also want to target the city councils who are obliged to show their citizens how the actual building will be looking like in the city area. And at the moment, Oulu is undergoing some major changes. And for example, this example of Toriranta Hotel, which is going to come in Oulu. And it's great that we can also integrate any kind of information into the model, whether it's like video or sound clips or just plain text explaining how many floors will be there and what the price actually. And we have contacted already a number of companies who are actually interested to see the demo version of our product. And we also have one Nigerian politician who wants to have a meeting with us and use our technology in all governmental projects. So it's really a big piece of cake for us. But what's like, not technology is only important, but the team is also important. And we have a great multinational team from Finland, Russia, Ukraine, and Nigeria. And we are ready to start right now, and we are really enthusiastic about the future. So at the moment, we are looking for funding, and we're anxious to find support for our future breakthrough in augmented reality. So don't hesitate to contact us for further information. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. What is basically missing in this pitch presentation is that how you are making the business, how the investor can get the money out of back of your company, and how your business and products, service solutions are scalable. So that is something what you have to consider the next pitch. Thank you.
Thank you.
Then we have Smart Fungus next up.
So, good afternoon, dear guests of the Midnight Pitch Fest. I'm happy to present you our project Smart Fungus. I'm Alibek and my friend Baljan are the authors of this project, what was winners of the Astana Startup Weekend. So let's start. One of the biggest problems in the world is billions of tons of unsorted waste materials, which is very hard to recycle, and it's very expensive. And the solution that we have for that problem is this fungi type, slime mold, which can move towards the organic food material and totally degrade it. Here you can see it. And also in our laboratory, using chemicals, biostimulators, and some growth factors, we were able to grow it very big and to grow it very fast in order to make technology more efficient. Here you can see how the technology will work. It is a landfill with organic and inorganic wastes. We just place our fungus on the top of it, and it moves to the bottom, eating and degrading all the organic materials. After all, it just sleeps because there is no food and it makes spores and just don't move anymore. What we have to do? We need $100,000 for the business model, to buy laboratory equipment, and to build a big enough prototype for the potential customers. And what we already did, we have grown our own first fungus population, and it shows the positive results. Also, we are now working on the license, and also finally we have found the first customers which are ready to use this technology if we will show them. This is a potential market, our potential market. For example, in Russia, in order to recycle all the municipal solid waste, there is its cost is $7 trillion, and in the USA, this number is doubled. Such a big numbers. The issue is 25%, about 25% of this cost is biogas equipment. And now which is also degrading organic materials. Now let's compare these technologies. Smart fungus technology is very cheap, much more cheaper than the biogas. It's ecologically clean and safe, no gas emissions, no toxic emissions and like that, no any harm for people. It works automatically, so no control is needed while you need to control the machine. And no exploitation limits, so you can use the fungus many times. To conclude my presentation, I want to say that the smart fungus technology can really change the world, and we want to earn money on this. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Then Torsti, go ahead.
Yeah, thanks a lot. This was both exciting and also very scary case. I hope the fungus stays in the place that is intended to stay.
Yes, of course.
Yes, of course. Well,
yes,
that's nice to hear. You were talking something about the business model, but nothing about the business case or business size. So it would be nice to know that how much money are you going to make with it, and because this sounds really cool, but also something that it's hard to almost believe.
Yes, of course. One average this landfill costs about, our cost is about $1 million. It's much more cheaper than the biogas, and also it's very fast. It can totally destroy all organic materials in 1 year in an average landfill in Russia or Kazakhstan, in such countries.
How is the IPR, or the kind of safe for you?
For the people?
No, I mean the fungus itself. You know, can anyone else do the same kind of a model?
I don't think so, because we're now working on the license, and there is a combination of different concentrations of different biostimulators, growth factors, and it was hard to find this ideal equation for the normal growth.
Okay, thanks. Best so far.
Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you. And it seems like the conversation can continue, and investors have to remember that they have an opportunity for one-on-one meetings with the startups at the VIP tent, or you can book the time there. But next up we have Smartific. Welcome.
Thank you. Hi all. Like everybody know, customers and customer service is very important for the companies. The ideal customer service is efficient, it saves companies resources, and it's always available for the users. But this is not achieved yet. We have a solution for the customer service. Our brand new virtual assistant, Smartti. Smartti is always available for the users. It provides personal and fast service, and most important, it helps companies to focus more on their main business than instead of customer service. Smartti is based on our next generation language technology, which uses natural language processing and artificial intelligence. Our target market is B2C companies which have a customer service or online store. The target market is huge, tens of billions of euros. So we focus on companies which have a large client base, like teleoperators, banks, insurance companies, and retail chains. We sell Smartti as a software as a service, and the full-size marketing and selling will start in this fall. This field of virtual assistant sales, this is quite new. There's only 40 active competitors globally, and so the market has space. Research says that the annual growth will be 40%, and in year 2020, 85% of customer service will be performed without human interaction. Our team is young and motivated. It consists of 6 master's degree science, computer science and engineering students, 1 doctoral researcher, and 1 business advisor. We have excellent research and development skills and high knowledge of newest technologies. We are looking for 100,000 euros for further development and selling and marketing. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. And then Erkki, can you give some comments?
Yeah, the presentation was pretty clear, and there was a problem described well. What I felt is that the problem setting is quite generic anyhow, and there was mentioned that there are 40 competitors, but there must be more like potential competitors. So that will be the challenge for the company, that how to differentiate from the competition. Anyway, there was idea of the customers already, and clear description of the team. So I wish good luck for the company. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Henri. And then next up we will have Max Trainer. So welcome onto the stage.
Hello, I'm Timo Kangasloma. I founded Max Trainer earlier this year with my partner, and I have been a marketing director at several companies, and now on 7 years as an entrepreneur at fitness business. I'm also educated personal trainer and nutrition advisor.
Hello, I'm Mikko Pietilä. The last 6 years I have worked for BlackBerry in Canada, and prior to that I worked for Nokia for 8 years in USA and Latin America. I have 14 years of experience from product management, business development and marketing, with a focus on designing and commercializing mobile software and hardware products.
I work like a hell and I have 5 kids, so you know that I don't have time to train. And I could easily end up looking like my friend here in this picture. But luckily I invented a new training method to train as little as possible, but still get the results I want. In this slide on the left you can see normal training program, but at Max Trainer we combine weight training, cardio exercise to one 30-minute session, which you only train 3 times a week and still get the results.
And Max Trainer differentiates from the competition by using an advanced software that fully personalizes both the exercise and nutrition programs based on the user's objectives, body condition, and experience from the weight training. So there's a huge growth potential in the personal training market, and our product Max Trainer is the first solution that takes the personal training concept to the mass market. Regarding the schedule, our first product, the Maximal TV reality show, will start to broadcast on TV this September. Later this fall, we will publish the Max Trainer methodology book. And currently, we are in a product development phase for the Max Trainer personal training software that will launch commercially in Finland in early 2014 and internationally later in the second half of 2014. The reason why we are here today is because we have started to look for an investor partner for the first half of 2014 to start our preparation for the international market launch.
And here you can see the real results using Max Trainer method for only 5 months. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you a lot. Then, Petri, it's your turn again.
Thank you. I very much like the way you presented. It was well structured, well presented. The business case itself, you are entering a very, very competitive market. And the question is how you intend to get the noise in the market, and do you intend to go straight to the customers, or are the personal trainers your target group, and how you help them to make their business better?
Yeah, maybe I'll give it the first shot. So I think we have two ways to get to the market. We have a direct way to get to the market, where we sell our solution through the book and through the web, and then to the end users. The social media will be one of the key parts of the marketing there. And then secondly, we work through the partners, and we have already worked through some of the personal training associations. So there will be both channels what we will use, and for example in our first test market in Finland.
And one of the cases that this method is different what everyone else use. So it's very important to get this method to known as a very fast way to train and still get the good results.
And you will need for that clinical data to show. But good luck. Good presentation.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi to everyone. My name is Markus Itkonen, and I'm here to tell you about our substitute service solution, CSS.fi. And we have a quite basic problem we are trying to solve, how to get qualified substitutes. And the problem is even bigger when you try to find them in short notice. The problem is quite simple, and we know that there's so many companies which are using too much time to acquire these substitutes. And we have a solution for these issues. CSS.fi serves both sides of this employment or substitution. It gives these employers many features which they can tackle all of these issues in substitution. And we know by our customers that they are really working, because we have some figures that their productivity has grown. But this is a crucial moment, because everyone maybe now thinks that, okay, this is again one new in-house solution. But the most important for us is this side of substitute. So we really believe that if we are building a service where we have a substitute evolving work profile, we are going to make difference in the substitution market. And we are going to have data, or we already have the data to make it happen in our service. So how we are going to make money? Employers, they are going to pay, and of course it's free for substitutes. In the future, of course, when we get critical mass to our service, we're trying to make some money from these user accounts and data which we have gathered to our service. There's of course competition. We know that these HR companies, of course, they are competitors for us, but they have a little bit different perspective for this market. There's also some software companies, but they have a different angle we are going to concentrate to this worker aspect. Market view, it looks quite good because every year in EU area, this short-term employment work has risen. We have our first version of this our CSS.fi service. It has opened last spring, and we already are making some revenue with our customers. We have also this managed team, which covers up all of these skill sets, but we are all the time looking for new talents. And we are seeking our first funding round, and we are going to use it to grow our business. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And then, Juho, it is your turn to comment.
Thanks. This is also a comment for you, especially, but also a generic comment for many other pitches. It's too abstract. Be more concrete. You know, if you say that there's a, you have the theme with the skill set. What are those skill sets? If you say that you have a business or you have a market, what is the market? Or if you're talking about the business model or go-to-market plan, what is exactly what you're going to do? So, I mean, definitely a problem, but, more concrete things around the thing. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here to present my company, Analyst Masters. We are asking for 50,000 euros investment in exchange of 10% equity in our company. My name is Muhammad Kahramani, and I'm here to present my company, Analyst Masters. I'm a postdoctoral researcher at the University of Oulu, working on... It's not showing the slides. Oh. I'm a postdoctoral researcher in machine intelligence at University of Oulu. With the help of my wife, an MBA graduate from Oulu Business School, we funded the company. The focus of the company is to analyze sports matches. It's the kind of stock market that resolves very fast, and number of daily transactions is 5 times of the European stock market. Currently, we focus only on soccer matches. Our main competitors are top sports advisors. They provide tips for betting for customers, and they charge each customer for 100 euros. If a customer has 2,000 euros as the initial bank, they divided it into 20 portions and bet 100 euros on a separate match. So at the end of the month, based on the prediction results, they can expect up to at most 30% profit plus some bonuses. So what we did in order to get much more accurate results, we collected every types of data from the in-play analysis, history of matches, number of players, who is playing, and we tested the system on 35,000 matches. And we could achieve 99% prediction accuracy during the last year. And it was incredibly high based on the feedback we got from the sports advisors. Then, if we had only used this system on sports betting during the last year, we could have had up to 30% daily profit, 200% weekly profit, and 800% monthly profit. And if we had only used 500 euros as the initial investment, during the last year, we could have made 1.6 billion euros just for betting. But there is a problem. These betting firms make only 40 million euros out of their 1.5 billion euro revenue, but they can't pay us back. So they need our analysis to reduce their loss. So we need your investment in order to make contact and also advertise for sportsbook providers, betting firms, sports advisors, and also bet advisors. Thank you for your attention.
And then feedback, please.
Yes, thank you. So this particularly sounds like amazing. I'm not sure whether it's true or not, but basically the opportunity is there. Something what is really thing I didn't understand. What is really your solution meaning from technical perspective? And that is something probably you should open more detailed. I know that there's a time limitation in this particular pitch, but anyway, sounds amazing. So good presentation. Thank you.
Okay, thanks May I have a comment?
Yes, please.
The problem is, if you would like to present more details, then there would be some problem with the algorithms we are using. So we try to keep them as secret as possible, so that we could have the opportunity to make this investment. Thank you. Thanks for your time.
Thank you. And
hi everyone, my name is Mika, and I'd like to introduce you to Music Info, the music database. As you all know, the internet is filled with digital music services. These digital services created a $16 billion revenue for the music industry in 2012. 2013 is expected to show even more growth. About 60% of this 16 billion is generated by about 20% of the users that spend approximately 140 euros per year, the heavy users. These heavy users search the internet for things like lyrics, music videos, biographies, photos, you name it, of their favorite artists. And every month, 212 million people visited lyric sites alone, and that's only for the sites that are based in the United States. Music Info will become the #1 location for all music-related information online. Whether you're looking to prove a friend wrong about the release year of an album, or looking for lyrics to Red Drama's Street Music, you'll find it from Music Info. We already have content from twice as many artists than any other digital music service online, and we haven't even started working on our reviews and lyrics databases. Our information is aggregated from our partners, and we already have signed agreements with all the major players in the field. And by combining this content, we'll be able to provide the heavy user with a one-stop for all things music. And instead of providing them with a chance to buy whatever Google Ads decides to advertise, we give them the chance to buy what they're so very fond of, music. Our income is based on affiliate agreements with some of the largest players in the field. Whenever a user comes to our site, buys a song from one of our partners, we receive a 6 to 10% commission for every purchase. Our core team consists of 7 people working full-time and a total of 12 when counting our part-time contributors. And we're from a total of 6 different countries, excluding the 2 Red Bull partners there. We also counted that our core team has over 100 years of experience in software, business, and music. We're currently seeking for seed funding to start pulling the masses of users to our service. And we made some estimates that by the end of next year, we'll have over 3 million visitors per month on our site, which will be growing year by year after that. And we also estimated that our first operational year will create a 1.3 million euro revenue. Thanks for your time. IMDb did this in the film industry, and Music Info will do this in the music industry. Thank you very much.
Thank you, and then Torsti has something to say.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Very clear, understandable presentation. My question is, why are you the first one to think about this?
Well, we're not the first ones to think about this. AllMusic, for example, thought about it before, but we're the first ones to bring it to a user. The database hasn't been done in such a scale, combining everything. We have databases for lyrics, we have databases for biographies and photos, but not one that combines not only just the information, but also the services into the same page.
Okay. I like this boldness of being affiliate between 6 to 10%. That's such a huge number. Congratulations if you make it. Good presentation.
We have made it. That is our agreements we've signed.
Okay, very good. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Then next up we will have Pasi from Workflower. Welcome, Pasi.
Thank you. Can you all hear me? Can anyone hear me? No. Okay, good. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. What can you create in a single day? In a year's time, your work should amount to almost 400 times of what you achieve in a day. But it doesn't, does it? The problem I'm talking about is called procrastination. It's wasting time on the meaningless instead of doing the task you promised yourself that you could accomplish today. We've found a specific area of procrastinations where we know we can help. Aimless and even compulsive web browsing. Millions of people every day find themselves getting stuck in this loop where they browse news sites, Reddit, Facebook, Twitter, endlessly, seemingly unable to stop. This ends up costing them hours that they could have spent creatively, like writing a book or spending time with their families or exercising. And to companies, this costs money, lots of it. The usual solution for this problem has been to use tools that restrict browsing, and they're mostly hindrances. Nobody likes to use them. And so as a solution, we've developed a browser plugin that tries to achieve the three things. Automatically recognize problematic patterns in browsing, helping the user to break out from those patterns, and helping the user to avoid those patterns completely. Recognition is done through heuristics that automatically differentiate useful behavior from time wasting. And the user, just to avoid being a hindrance, the user has full control over what he thinks is productive, and he can override our heuristics. We've developed dozens of user guiding widgets that concretely help you in different ways, like helping you become mindful of the fact that you're spending too much time browsing, or rewarding you for positive behavior like taking breaks, and even giving you concrete advice on how to advance on your main tasks. The next phase for us is testing this with a wider user base. We have not tested, so we have not a real knowledge at the moment of what works in the real world, so we need a wider user base. But we're not looking for investors at the moment. We're going to test the viability of this product through a crowdfunding campaign, which will start soon. My name is Pasi Jokinen, and my team, Workflower, is a team of 3 professionals with over 40 years of combined experience solving problems on the web. We're really confident that we can solve this problem, and we're confident that we can help you achieve more in a single day, every day. Please follow us on Twitter, Dopamine.io, and we'd love to tell you more about this. Thank you.
Thank you for the presentation. Problem description was very clear, and I think that quite few people disagree or problem setting that time is wasted in web browsing and etc. But and the solution you propose, this plug-in, is sort of good, but I guess that the question there is that does people recognize their pattern even without the tool, and don't anyhow change their behavior? So I see there a challenge that how to make money of this with this solution of this problem solving. But anyway, maybe you can go into more details in separate discussions for describing that. But anyhow, problem is clear, but solution needs a little bit more information from investors' point of view.
Yeah, sure. If I can shortly answer you, we would like to create a product that an individual would like to use first. and after that go to the enterprise market and corporate market. And that's why we're going through a crowdfunding phase, because we don't have the financial pressure of being getting paid customers right away. Well, we do get the crowdfunding customers, and that's the way to test the product. And if we can solve that problem, we can go to corporate later on. Thanks.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. And then the judges will have like a 3-minute break from the judging, because next up we will have our partner Vigo here, and Maarit Tuominen, program coordinator, will tell more about that.
Okay, thank you. Okay, good afternoon, everybody. Yeah, I'm going to tell you shortly about Vigo accelerators and acceleration program. So I'm not seeking for money. Of course, if you have too much, I can take it. But actually, yeah, I'm Maarit Tuominen, coming from Profit Partners. So we are a private consulting company, and we are coordinating this Vigo acceleration program for Tekes, and Tekes is managing this program. Vigo was started 2009 by the Ministry of Education and Economy due to the reason that we had lack of money for young entrepreneurs and young enterprises and growth companies, and also there were lack of experience and expertise. And you know this egg and hen thing, that if you don't have enough money, you can't get the best people. And if you have the best people, you get the money, but you need both of them. So Vigo program brings, or Vigo accelerators brings companies experience, funding, great networks. All of these accelerators, we have 9 at the moment, and they are independent private companies. They make the selection process by themselves. So you take directly contact to the this kind of accelerator, and then they evaluate your company and think if they can bring you what you need. All these accelerators are selected by the program, and they are some of the best. So all these people, they are mainly serial entrepreneurs. So they've been there by themselves. They've done it. They've been successful. They have run successful enterprises and made money out of them. So they will invest not only money. Of course, money is something that you need, but they need also invest their own time and their contacts and their experience. And in many cases, that's more valuable for your company than the money. Because when they have these great people inside your company, then they bring the money and other investors to your company too. As said, at the moment we have 9 accelerators. All of them has their own focus areas and also their investment strategies. Some of them makes minor investments, a couple of tens under 100,000 euros. Some of them, they have their own funds already, so they make larger investments. But we have accelerators in several areas. We have clean tech, ICT, digital media, health, web, fashion, online services, and so forth. So you can check our web pages and you'll get familiar with our different accelerators and see which accelerators are best for your company. And then you, as I said earlier, you just contact them directly and start negotiations. And you can also see the persons who are working for these companies or the accelerators and see what kind of talents they have. And also from our Vigo website, you can see the portfolio. So there you can find all companies where our accelerators has invested. So that also gives you an idea, do you fit that portfolio? So take directly contact the accelerator, which you have selected, and start negotiations, and they make the acceptances and bring you the money and experience that you need. Some of the great success stories what we have, I think many of you know Supercell. You heard Timo from Lifeline Ventures. Supercell is their portfolio company. Timo was speaking here earlier. Grand Crew, Valke, Mendor, Jokem. Jokem was the first exit made from this program, and so forth. But you can find all this information from our website. And also, I said these accelerators can bring other investors in. Here you can see part of the names, many well-known international investors, and that's one of the key elements or what our accelerators can bring to you. They have a huge network and great connections abroad with our very great investors. So they can bring those to you and make them to invest your company. Okay, this was shortly about Vigo. We have a small booth or stand there, so if you want to ask more, please come there and we can talk more. Also here we have Torsti Tenhonen from Copycats, so they are one of our accelerators. I think Timo already left the building and went back to Helsinki, but anyway, so if you have any further questions, please come and meet me and I'll tell you more. Thank you.
Thank you. You can. And then we will move on. Are you ready? Yeah. And then next up we will have Stance.io. Welcome.
All right, hi to you all. My name is Tommy, and I'm here to tell you about Stance.io, which is an app for debates, and it's also the marketing manager's best friend. But I'll come back to that soon. Now, on a consumer's point of view, we all know those lengthy threads on an ordinary discussion board. Replies keep piling up. The topic keeps branching all over the place, and people keep throwing in the same arguments over and over again. The whole discussion turns into a fuzzy spaghetti. But now, with Stance, every debate starts with a single topic, followed by two competing stances. Now, these two can be anything you want. Then we have the arguments supporting those two stances. Now, participants can vote for any argument they like or create new ones if they can't find the one they really want there already. This keeps the discussion as a neat and simple package. And you have a perfect bird's eye view on the verdict of the topic all the time. Now, when you have your first debate running, you can share it on any channel you have at disposal, and your followers will find it there. Now, if they like your topic, they will participate and share it on to their own followers. Now, this will lead to a snowball effect, which is what every marketing manager desires. It's natural that the business model is built around these marketing people. We have pro user accounts which allow you to link your debates to your other online media, effectively driving your newly found audience there. And we will also give a better insight to the audience reached. And for the debates created by the free users, we will display ads. Now, reaching new audience is a big deal on its own, but you can do so much more with Stance. You can use it to run a market research. The way these debates are structured, you will know what the people love about your products, and you can endorse those facts in your own marketing. You'll also know what parts still need a little bit of work to be done. You can use Stance to give your customers an opportunity to participate in decision-making process, or just to run a survey on opinions and ideas. I came up with this idea this summer. The pilot version of this app is already running at Stance.io. Basic version of this app is completely free to use, and I wish you all very welcome there. It's been a pleasure to introduce Stance to you, and I hope to get in touch with you later this day. Thank you all.
To be frank, I really didn't figure out your business model. In that, you have to be more precise. Also, I understood you are now on your own. Do you have a team?
No, I'm on my own on this one.
So go for team. Investors like to invest in teams, not a single person. Too risky. Thanks.
Thank you.
Evening. My name is Petri Pohjanen. I'm going to introduce you to business opportunities in eye fundus imaging. Eye fundus, or the retinal area of the eye, is the only place in human body where both cardiovascular and nervous systems are visible. Diseases affect these systems, so these changes are visible inside the eye sometimes even years before disease is diagnosed. The problem is that you don't know this is happening inside your eyes until it's too late, or an image is taken. The most important disease affecting this system is diabetes. Diabetes causes blindness and very expensive secondary diseases like kidney and heart diseases. So it's rather important doctors to see inside the eye as early as possible and as often as possible. The problem is that current screening methods are so slow and labor intense, it takes weeks, even months before patient knows if something has changed. And this is hugely expensive. And that's the thing we are going to change. We are going to create world's first fully automatic eye fundus camera so that imaging can take place in primary care sites, optic stores, elderly care sites, wherever there's a patient. No operators needed. We are seeking private investments worth of 220,000 euros. It will be matched by government-run VC. We already have TechES grant approved for this first phase, which will last about 12 months and cost about 1.3 million euros. Our target customers are going to be the primary care sites and optic stores, so the starting point of the patient care. Our target markets are going to be the main prevalence areas of diabetes. There are about 350 million people with diabetes in the world today, estimated to be about 500 million in the near future. They all need to have their eyes imaged at least once a year. The team. Nora has the background of running medical device companies for more than 20 years. My background is that I have already created this type of device. Jukka has a background of running number of product programs for optics and image sensors, so it's a rather good team for creating this device. Diabetes is an epidemic. Within 7 years' time, half of the people in the United States will have diabetes or pre-diabetes. We will have 1 million people with diabetes in Finland in the near future. So we are going to create world's first fully automatic eye fundus camera to ease this problem. We estimate that our market share within 5-6 years' time will be about 100 million because of the prevalence of diabetes. We are seeking private investments worth of 220,000 euros. We already have the TechES grant approved. Thank you.
Thank you. And Juho, it is your turn.
Our pleasure. It was very good and very clear presentation. Definitely the best presentation or pitch so far. I mean, can't come up with an perhaps the competitive advantage. The comparison of the competition was area that was the weaker side, but all the other sides were very well covered.
Still a bit secret though.
So. Here we are.
Patent spending.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello. I'm Tero Alamäki from Odosoft. I'm a father of 3 children. The most beautiful memory from the time we expected our first child is the moment I first time felt the kick of a small foot through my wife's belly. As an expecting mom or a father-to-be, would you like to hear the heartbeats of your baby? Would you like to share the first audible heartbeats with your loved ones? My wife is a midwife by profession. She knows every expecting mom somehow monitors her baby at home. We bring a solution for a mom. We provide a way for a pregnant woman to reassure when worried. We provide a mobile app to listen and record fetal heartbeat and allow sharing of it on Facebook. Fetal Dopplers are cheap devices that make fetal heartbeat clearly audible. Our second product, application and online service, make the Doppler monitor almost a hospital-level device. We bring expecting moms' monitoring experience to a totally new level. We provide a great way for a father to bond with his unborn child. Our apps are sold on app stores and online retailers. There are 130 million babies born every year. We are 3 professional software developers with a long Nokia background. We have the professor of human health and wellness measuring as a mentor, and the midwife as a medical advisor. We are ready to start selling. We are seeking 100,000 for marketing and sales activities. Thank you.
I have to say that this particular area is not so familiar to me, not having kids or not that I know of. But I believe that there's a quite niche market for this, and probably it's really there's a demand on it, and I truly believe that kind of information sharing is something in that area which is quite let's say in favor lately. But anyway, what is really missing the business opportunity? How do you make a business? What is the scalability of business, and how does the investor get money out of that, in what time scale? So that is something you have to reconsider. And obviously I noticed also that kind of a English presentation, you have to improve that if you are going to have a kind of a global investment. Thank you.
Thanks.
Hello, I'm Sami from Kinoni, and we create second screen for gamers. So what does it mean? Let's have a look. So here on iPad, I have a PC game running, Civilization 5. It's not any game, it's the best PC game of the decade. It was released 2 years ago, so this iPad just doesn't have resources to run it. But what we are doing, we have created the product that you can run any PC game on your iPad. So instead of playing simple games like Angry Birds or Clash of Clans, now you can play the latest PC games anywhere you go. So at home, you use your gaming PC to play World of Warcraft, then you go to the bus or cafeteria and you can continue playing. We have a video to show how it works. So instead of running the games locally, we are streaming video from the high-end PC to the iPad with very low latency, and you use the iPad as a remote console. So there's a perfect illusion that it's actually running the game. So we have a prototype ready now, and next month we are launching it to beta testers, and later this year to the App Store. So now you're asking, who cares about PC games? It's all about mobile games. Clash of Clans, they're making 4 million a day. So if you look at mobile games market, it's like 10 billion market. But if you look at the PC games market, it's 20 billion. It's more than half of it, and it's growing. So this year, PC games market is gonna exceed the console games. That's the largest gaming market. So we believe there's a potential in this product. So we are Team Kinoni, 2 guys, We actually look quite similar. And we have experience from Nokia, Symbian, Hantro, Accenture, world-class companies. We've been running the company now for 2 years. We have over 3 million downloads. So we have released 2 apps before. 3 million downloads, and we are cash flow positive already. So now you are thinking, what are we doing here? Well, we are looking for investor who can give us money and advice to scale the company when we get some traction for this product. Thank you.
Yeah, that sounds like a business. Difficult to say, I'm not a gamer by myself, so is the iPad environment an interesting environment to play those games? You need those earphones and you need mouses and then maybe some other devices. I don't know, but it sounds like a good opportunity. But have you been thinking about any more vertical or horizontal scaling of this kind of reproducing the game in an iPad for some other purposes as well?
Yeah, we get lots of advice what we should do, but we are quite resource limited, so we target the games first. It's kind of a big market, but if it doesn't fly, then we go to see some other options.
If it doesn't fly, you had 3 million downloads already.
Well, then we do other products. So
Okay.
I'm there for the other products, the
Okay.
downloads. So.
Okay.
And for the iPad, can I comment that Apple just announced that they support now joysticks, so you can play any game on this. So it extends the market next month.
How much is one download of your app?
They are like $5 to $10 because they are like professional tools. They are very expensive, but people get lots of value out of them. For this product, we probably provide like a free demo, and then you pay €1 per month.
Okay, where is Lifeline, guys?
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Petri Särkälä. I'm the CEO of a new startup company called Goodwiller. Our intention is to develop products that are helping people to take care of themselves or the people around them during everyday normal life. And one of these typical situations are that after a long day, hectic work week, we want to enjoy, relax, go out, have a dinner or party with our friends or family. But then afterwards, in the evening, or especially the next morning, we want to know our own condition and be and act as a responsible citizens. And we ask from people, how many of you or somebody you know has been in this kind of a situation and feeling the uncertainty about what to do next? And the results were overwhelming. 62% of us has had this need to know our own condition. And they are waiting for solution, which we are providing. It's promilleless, reliable, easy to use and disposable alcohol tester for people wanting to make responsible decisions. This is a product that tells you exactly when you have so much alcohol in your blood that it's starting to affect on your physics. The product is based on the innovative and scalable printed intelligence technologies. There are some existing products on the market. You can go to the local supermarket and buy a breath analyzer, which are, based on many tests, so unreliable that actually police is warning about them. With our innovations and IPR, you can trust on the results. And as this is a consumer product, you don't have to be a trained professional in order to use the product or interpret the results. There is a scalable business behind this. When asked, 25% of us would use this product at least once a year. This will turn out a revenue potential of up to 50 million euros in retail channel in Finland alone. With our cost structure and business model, we can ensure that we get the sustainable and scalable business out of that, as well as other parties in the value chain. But this is just the beginning. The attitude of the people, as well as the actions of the government towards drinking and driving, are gradually coming tighter and tighter throughout the whole Europe. This will open up a significant market opportunity for new type of alcohol testers like what we are developing. And this is the team that will go after this opportunity. Myself, working as a CEO, Petteri Närä, serial entrepreneur responsible for business development, and Teemu Mäkiniemi, quality specialist responsible for technology. The team is supported by technical advisor Anna-Mari Rudok, who has a PhD in biochemistry. Together, we have over 50 years of work experience on entrepreneurship, international sales and marketing, and product development of global products for mass volume markets. We are just concluding the first technical proof of concept phase, and we are now seeking 100K investment to finalize the R&D, build the sales channels, and make this business a success. Thank you.
Thank you. And then Erkki has a turn.
Very clear presentation, giving information of all aspects, and I guess that problem setting is clear there, even though examples might be not valid for everyone, but obviously there is different kind of situations to need alcohol testing. So if the claims are valid that the tester is accurate and reliable, it's quite easy to believe a big business potential globally, and as you have global plans, it looks good from that perspective. Maybe the question mark there is that is the unit cost low enough in this printed electronic solution for sort of gaining advantage compared to let's say more conservative alcohol testers?
Yes, the technology based with the printed intelligence, that is really the one advantage for the cost efficiency and scalability. And I think so far that we have been working with the technical concept, it looks really positive.
Yeah. Can you estimate any ballpark for the unit cost?
Well, unit cost, as said, unit cost is so that actually we are making a very good business out of that.
Okay, but is it attractive for the end user?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. And last but not least, Smipe.
Hi everyone, so I am the last. Please wish me luck. So my name is Raihan, I am from Kazakhstan. Today I am presenting you Smipe. It's a startup project from Kazakhstan, as I said before. So what's Smipe? It's integrated cloud office for media professionals. Its purpose to regulate media market of Kazakhstan and to transfer all offline business processes of media market into online. So, in order to make easy life of media professionals, so we have three main focus groups. It's mass media, PR, press offices, and freelancers. How service will work? Our service, so sorry, I should show you my presentation. So, three main groups, as I told before: media, freelancers, press offices. How it will work? This service will solve all the common problems of all these three groups. It will help them to control the creative work of their team, of the company, and also they will have them opportunity to be aware of all the news and events of professional community. Also, they can facilitate communication with their partners in media sphere. So nowadays we have several reference letters from big media holdings and national companies and political party saying that yes, they are interested and it's very useful. We made some market analysis. As I told you before, there are three main groups. So by statistics, in Kazakhstan nowadays, 300 active media, 1,500 PR press offices, and 2,000 freelancers. So market is big enough. You will ask how we are going to earn money. It's simple. We will have premium payable accounts. Premium accounts. It's detailed information here. We are planning to earn, by our calculations, in 3 years, 772,000 US approximately. We are planning to have 25-50 US from all accounts of the companies. As for our expenses, also we made some calculations, analysis, and talked with developers and two commercial offers. So by our calculations, in 1 year, including beta version of the service, we need approximately 200,000 US. As for our competitors, so there is no analogs in Kazakhstan nowadays of such service, but there are some sites, media sites, which offer our service but partially. So it's news sites, it's CRM, etc. and etc. But they don't solve all the. They do it partially and not often effective. So
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Time is up. Yeah. And then, because you're the last one, the judges can fight who will give the feedback. Nobody? Well, yay, good.
Well, I like the thing that you have very well defined target group. You have talked with your end users. You have test marketed. That is excellent. The big fault was that the way you presented is that you are interested only in Kazakhstan and the Kazakhstanian market. Say that's the pilot, because the business model is scalable, and that's always what investors look at. What I also liked in the presentation was the energy level I felt. That's one thing you have to have if you want to be a successful entrepreneur. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. I want to thank all the startups that came here today to the pre-seed stage.